Hello everyone and welcome to another top 5 records video. And today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting artist. I'm not often talking about artists who are on top of the charts in these days. And there's a very simple reason for that. I do believe there's a lot of good music that's being made these days, but to get a top 5 video, you have to be very prolific as a young artist. And bands that started in the 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s have had more time to get a good back catalog to look at and to see if there are actually 5 albums worth listening to. Well, that will not be a problem for the artist I will be talking about today, because I'm talking about Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift, only being aged 33 years old, already has an incredible big body of work, is very prolific, and even made some very challenging things. Well, challenging things among the world of pop these days, but also some of the nicest, sweetest pop records. So today I'm going to be talking about the 5 best albums by Taylor Swift. And on number 5, I'm picking her most recent album, Midnights. Midnights is a nice little jam. I have the idea that in a certain way this record has a bit more edge to it. It might be because of some lyrics. It might be because I really like the sound of the synthesizers here. I mean, she really references a poppier dance, danceable period of time, but not in the sense like she does later on in this list. This is a bit of, can I say 80s vibes? I'll just say 80s vibes. On number 5 spot, Midnights. Now I'm gonna go to number 4. And in number 4, this is a beautiful, beautiful gem. Taylor Swift's Red. Now this is one hell of a record. This was the album with which she said goodbye to the country world and started making pop music. And what a pop writer she is. Some people would qualify this still as a country album, but I find it tough to find any country in there. This to me is straight on beautiful, perhaps even soft pop, and I love it. One of the most beautiful tracks on this album is All Too Well. Although I also really like We Are Never Getting Back Together, and The Last Time, also great, but All Too Well, wow, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous song. Awesome album. On number 4, Red. And now I'm gonna move to the number 3. And on number 3, I'm putting a critic's favorite, Folklore. And Folklore is, I believe, the first or second album that I bought from Taylor Swift. It was released in lockdown. People were raving madly enthusiastic about it. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot. Because she had pretty much a pop image before this album. And well, I love a pop image. But a lot of music critics preferred the experiment with, could we call it folk? Yeah, folk, pop. And Folklore is a great album. But I'd like to add to that although I really love Folklore, I think she did Folklore even better herself when she did this version. Folklore, the Long Pond Studio Sessions, which is a 3-person session set, and she played the entire album in a studio. And this is even more intimate, and I really like the sound of it. So, on the 3rd place, a shared 3rd place, Folklore and Folklore, the Long Pond Sessions. Which is, yeah, if you can find one of these, go ahead, it's awesome. I shouldn't whisper in video, sorry. Number 2. This one. Evermore. Now, I love Folklore. And Folklore and Evermore are in a certain sense brothers. These albums have a similarity in tone, which is pretty impressive, and where Folklore might be a bit more of a coherent listening, this one has the better songs. On a song level, Evermore even tops Folklore, and I love Folklore obviously. This album is just great. So many good songs. Even the bonus track on the LP is these are great. I mean, it's just great, awesome. On number 2, Evermore. Now, the number 1 spot, and this is for me. Oh, I freaking love this album. 1989. Damn, this is pop legend. I love 1989. Let's take a look at the track list. Welcome to New York. Great opener. Such a good song. Blank Space. Style. Out of the Woods. All you had to do was stay, shake it up, shit. I mean, this is the stuff where the last decade was made of. I mean, these songs, Shake It Up, I Wish You Would, Bad Blood, so many hits, so many brilliant songs, brilliantly recorded, so danceable. I mean, if we're talking about purely pop records, good pop records, this is amongst the finest of the finest. I think this is up the level of Michael Jackson Thriller. Seriously, this is good, awesome pop. It's on the number 1 spot. 1989 in a list of best Taylor Swift albums. So, I'm curious, do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.